Right, the Black Ring base. We're here to track down some hussy the Red Prince impregnated. Curious that I can't see anyone. No guards, no anything. There's someone there. Blackwing Reaver, level 17, so level appropriate opponents, nothing too amazing. Yeah, Mirror of the Blackest Glass. These are very, very suspicious. And we know that it's some sort of mirror guide, our opponent here. Sallow man, reflecting. What is it? We definitely want to talk with it though. Immunity to disease, infected, decaying. Not an undead creature though. Some sort of a necromancer. Looks like an elf. And he's butt naked. Has fingers. Okay. Some kind of pervert anyway. Our goal isn't necessarily to kill the guy though. That's not why we are here for. I'm not objecting to doing that though. Just that that's something. It's okay if it happens. It's okay if it doesn't happen. We're here for the woman, lizard woman, or information about her more than anything. I don't know if we are ever going to meet her again. That's really up to the prince. Mirror of Blackest Glass. Right, he's also sort of standing on an area that looks like it's I think he might be able to move along the mirrors without any limitation. There's also a weird thing here, like a portal. Trolling enemies. Right, I might be able to get to the higher surface. Let's go meet the guy, see what happens. Do you have special resistances? Weak against water, that's the worst thing possible against us.
You behold the face of a nightmare. Soul's sickness incarnate, the rotten flesh of the world's most shameful desires, an all-knowing affliction. The God King's pallid envoy, walking the world as the Sallow man. You feel him in your head, scrabbling for purchase amongst your thoughts, looking for a way in, his madness and his anger and his hate banging on the door of your mind. You try to speak or move, but you are no longer in control. The demon has overtaken you. He speaks with your lips. Your voice is his voice.
Hello again. You're looking even worse than usual, I must say. Nice to see you found something useful to do at the head of this ragtag bunch of degenerates.
Die!
Not today, I'm afraid. You see, I've got quite a powerful ally. Godwoken, in fact.
Kill!
With pleasure.
Airborne plague. That sounds bad. He can't be this easy. I think if we take him down, he's not gonna die, or we do enough damage, he's gonna disappear into one of his annoying mirrors. I don't want to go in the center of the mirror area. I feel like that's a big mistake. At the same time, might be the necessary tool needed to take care of him. So I'm not sure we should focus on him. We should focus on clearing the trash. The fight could go on for some time. Also, what exactly does this do? Constitution -4, damage minus, resistance is minus. And be cured by Blaze, Steam Lance, Cleanse Wound, Mass Cleanse Wounds. Well, we don't have time for that. Another assassin, ranger, mage. Weird selection of allies. We do need to do something about him. Try to keep the Sallow man alive, which is fine. It is we're ignoring him. I can't do it because he's fortified, right? Forgot that's a thing. Not sure what I want to do. Could attack a little bit, but it wouldn't really make much of a difference. Also, yeah, I might be able to cause a little bit of fuss there, but I'm not sure. Still, I might be able to disable him. Alternatively, just general damage all around. Ignore Sallow Man. Still a little bit of a problem. If I ignore him totally, he's gonna be a big problem to Low's. At the same time, I can't do a huge amount against him. I can weaken him a little bit, and I'm not sure if that's really worthwhile. Keeps throwing that plague around. A lot of cursing. A lot of damage to physical armor. You missed. How in the hell could you miss? Right. They're gonna need some healing help. Alternatively, attack Sallow Man. Our damage has been greatly reduced because of the debuffs he's throwing around. One down. They're also being rained upon, so we can probably cause them some fuss. Shields are holding. Doesn't particularly matter. I wish you would just get into the same mix there. It's frozen. Yeah, this is gonna be turning into a clusterfuck at this point. Dread Prince is about to die, so that's less than optimal. Okay, at least I can be healed now. It's gotta be a potion. We're taking a lot of damage from a lot of status effects. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. The enemy dies in the next 2 turns, you are healed and receive damage and armor bonuses. If they survive, they receive bonuses and cast resistance. I think we can kill that one in the next 2 turns. Yes, no problem. Anything else? We could weaken their shields a little bit. It won't amount to much. It really won't amount to much. The main problem is that I'm basically on fire and I can't really do all that much about it. At the same time, they have enough armor to tank me for a while, so it'd be best to just save my points at this point. Do some real ass kicking on the next turn. Plus I could waste a single ooh, I could place my own ass. Right, that's a lot of damage blocked. Okay, your job is to kill that one. And not sure that's possible, really. Well, I've gotta try. Blocked my own access pretty thoroughly there. Good job. Still, this is a serious situation. I do need to get rid of him. Allows me to kill through healing. That's bad. Can't move with Lose now, otherwise I'll take a huge amount of damage. I can screw you over, except I can't see you probably. Right, my own well-being is much more important than anything else. Wow. Basically, it's almost nothing as damage. I have plagues over plagues over plagues over plagues. So this is bad. This is super bad. This might be the easiest way to get rid of things. Yeah, this shit stacks. He has 3 plagues, I guess. Plague, plague, plague. So yeah, better get rid of some of that shit. I did not realize how big of a difference that makes. What do I need to do? I need to kill him. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I need an attack that comes from above. Lightning bolt of some sort. I think the biggest thing about the plague is not even the huge amount of hit points you lose, it's that you do no damage after a couple of plague attacks. You're just done at that point. He's going to do his plague again. No doubt. There's not much I can do about that. So focus on attacking rather than anything else. Might be able to switch places with some of our attackers. The Red Prince is sort of in a worthless location, but it's also protected, so I can't teleport him around. I can't do much, I'll just do the regular damage. He's losing his shield, so the damage will start to stick soon. Or actually, probably cripple him at this point. Right. So he won't be moving anywhere. Not much I can do here. Right. The stacking airborne plague is the worst thing ever. Because the airborne blasted thing is so dangerous, I think we should try to make serious effort into quickly moving in and ending things. Black Ring Defiler. Sure if it's technically a backstab. Bleeding and terrified. Mainly terrified. Bleeding. Well, shit. And terrified. So he won't be doing anything reasonable. Oh fuck. Misclick. Yeah, he's panicking. Wasted turn, took a lot of damage. "54 hit points. Not much I can do. Right, your entire purpose is to keep Sallow Man under some sort of control. Frozen. That'll do it. He's the only one left. Yeah, he's not going anywhere anymore, even if he could. Even if he would have a turn, he couldn't move. Right, he can throw his curses around and do all that, but he's not going anywhere. The incoming damage is pretty heavy though. Holy shit, does the armor frost remove some of the effects? Yeah. Actually removes plague. Cures burning, poison, stunned, frozen, suffocating, and petrified. No mention of plague, but it does remove plague. Is it technically something else, like a form of poisoning? I don't get it. It should not be doing that. I'm glad it is, but it shouldn't be. Right. He's dead. Yep. I was sort of expecting this though. Stage 2 incoming. What can we do? Not much. Prepare for the next stage. More slow effects. We could try doing something with the mirrors. I think we're gonna delay until we see what happens. We should at least use a couple of points. Well, there really isn't much we can do, and moving on cursed eyes is always a risky thing, so we'll wait. Can I restore armor? Yes, I can. Can I absorb some oil? Yes, I can. There's not much of it. Armor restoration?
Glory is mine.
I suppose I could do the fossil strike, then consume oil surfaces around you to convert physical armor. Removes load. It didn't cause much to happen, but it should help us a little bit. Yeah, full armor.
And the right hand of the king.
Right hand of the king, Sallow man. Enrage, poison skin. I don't see anything particularly impressive about him still. Strong offense seems like the most sensible thing to do. Attacking his magical defenses. Silence. Bleeding. Do attribute, but that wouldn't really do much against him. I could do some... well, I might be able to petrify him. Immune to petrify, right. Are you immune to earth damage? Yes, poison and earth. Vulnerable to water, air, fire. Well, good to know. Not much I can do. It's all up to you now. Fire should work fairly well, but still, I would have to move in an area that might disable me the second I do any kind of a movement there. I could weaken him through a little bit. He has magic shell, so it's fairly well... No. You have no such things. It's very hard to hit him with a hail attack without screwing over my own guys at the same time, so that's a bit risky. They are protected by magic shells though, so protected from cold fairly well. Alternatively, try to do it through physical damage. Oh shit, wrong type of attack. It's pretty much dead, especially if I do a guaranteed critical. Because the hit is pretty much guaranteed to hit. $70,000. Here's what I think. There hasn't been a good serious fight in this entire island. What I'm wondering is it because of the nature of the island? Or is it an indication of what to expect from future combat in this game? Nature of the island in this case, meaning there isn't really much room for here to go to other places if you're not ready for the challenges of this place. So you have to be able to do them. So it might be geared a little bit toward easier encounters. It's a possibility at least. Alternatively, the game might be just a little bit easier at this point on, because you have a lot of abilities. Multiple characters, high level focus, have a lot of abilities, so there's no obvious problems. On the one hand, there's a lot to be said for picking disembodied limbs off the ground and stowing them in your rucksack. On the other hand, oh, there isn't one. Right, Sallow man's hand. Clay skin. Unidentified helmet, face capacitor, Sallow chainmail, poisonous skin. Each link whispers like a sovereign soul, and perhaps they are. Finesse, intelligence, poison resistance, geomancy, reflect melee damage as poison damage, poison skin. So I think this is a fairly good assassin's armor. Scoundrel's armor. Cursed oil barrel. Alien shadow essence. We could also be sort of hitting the point in the game where we wish we would have selected a higher difficulty level. It usually comes somewhere around this point. And I'm not sure if the game is technically easier, just we're more experienced in it, more experienced with how to use the party and so on. This is a fine helmet. It is, however, the skills are terrible for us. They're totally wasted on this character. Armor is vastly superior. and there's really no two ways about it. What is poison skin? You get immunity to poison and earth, but lowered resistance to air. You bleed poison. It is a rune-slotted version. Mass cleanse wounds, fire resistance, shitty resistances, or a little physical armor. I don't give a shit about any of this. Mass cleanse wounds might be nice. Sabile has no such real abilities. Healing types. Because usually we don't use her in that way, but here and there it might be generally useful. On the other hand, we have no fire resistance, so we could up that a little bit. I mean, 11% isn't worth even mentioning. At the same time, there's really no harm in having that. I mean, you gotta put something in there. We might be able to buff it a little bit extra. I mean, frame the rune in something that provides finesse. Finesse is directly damage, so that would be 15% extra physical damage and something else. I just feel bad adding fire resistance to it because I don't give a crap about that. Ooh, ability we didn't have. Destroy magic armor, target set status that halves resistances. Right. This would be actually very useful at this point, and even with our skills. There are certain things I'm not particularly using. I did not like the terrifying cruelty, for example. I wouldn't say it's terrible, I just don't care for it. Play skin costs less action points, and it is a massive boon for low set type attacks. If we manage to grind the magical resistances down, then to the flay skin, we can take down someone very quickly. Halved resistances, that'll make them vulnerable against almost anything. That's a big thing. Might consider giving Sabile the specialty attacks at this point. But I'm almost never using the Skimcraft. But I still think that's much more valuable ability. It has no cooldown. I use a single action point, single source point, and resets all cooldowns. All cooldowns. And it's a Polymorph 3 ability. Removes Necropire per poison bleeding. I mean, that's just insane. No, I haven't been exactly active in using that, but it also has been unnecessary. This looks like another illusion. There's clearly a passage through, but it seems blocked. Ooh. Who wants to die here? Need to suck some power out of them. Let's see if we can talk with any of them. Well, Sallow man's there at least.
He leers at you. You feel his hate, his rage, his blinding thirst for blood. Your blood. He reaches into your mind. And fails. He has no power now. The power is all yours.
I sort of want to consume his spirit just to make sure he's not gonna be popping up suddenly. His kind of an opponent would be a big problem if combined with actual capable fighters. Skull. Hey, what is this map looking thing? Any chance of us being able to clean this area a little? This paper is decorated with enigmatic characters and codes that, despite their inscrutability, have an air of order in their assemblage on the page. Arrows and lines imply that these might be battle plans. Can I pick it up? No, apparently not.
The broom upon the glass spins and whirls, but no face appears. The owner must be busy, or dead. You gaze into the mirror, and you see a red lizard.
Is that Sadher? I must see her. Step aside, please, and let me look into the mirror. Thank you. Now, let's see what visions this dark glass weaves. I see her. She's in a city. There's a great cathedral.
Arcs.
Arcs. She's in the city of Arcs. I recognize the cathedral from paintings in my palace. I know where Sadher is. And once I leave this island, god or no god, I will find her.
The bilious film reforms in the glass and becomes a knight in shining armor, sunshine glinting upon his helm, the light reflecting, masking his features. On seeing your face, he snaps the mirror shut.
So a knight in shining armor is one of their agents.
The cloying miasma within the glass shimmers and a face comes into view. A well-dressed dwarven woman, peering closely at you. With a hiss, she closes the mirror and is gone.
So potentially related to the beast. Can you look at it?
The cloying miasma within the glass shimmers and a face comes into view. Oh.
The beast had no reaction to it, so not the queen. But a well-dressed, so wealthy. Okay. What exactly can we do here? We came from where exactly? Where are we? Right, we came from there. Fair enough. Right, came from north. There's an area there in the lava we could go, somewhere in the north. This is a dead end, some corpse dumping ground. I don't think there is an easy way to get there other than just teleporting and jumping. I'm most keen on checking that first. Also fairly high up. What the fuck is this? Looks like a mechanism of some sort. Spirit of a paladin.
The spirit of a paladin lies stretched upon a rack, all four limbs pulled tautly away from his torso. His right shoulder suddenly bulges and pops as his arm dislocates. His mouth gapes open as he screams. To your ears, it sounds like a distant echo from the other side of the valley.
really get why the spirit is here. That's for us to suck him dry. Seems unlikely. Still, I didn't notice anything noteworthy here. No reason to believe that there's any kind of illusion there either. I mean, I wonder if some of the lava is an illusion. Seems like a weird thing to do. Pocket change. Wendigo is here. Again. We killed her in the Fort Joy map. She's the woman who sank the first ship, the prison ship. Woman who was basically incredibly weak when we killed her. Probably not so weak now. So she was an agent of the God King. Right, this is an illusion, very likely.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Right, if we go to the right, Wendigo is there and looks like access to somewhere. Poison trap. $10,000 experience points for nothing. Auto saved. Large venom rune. Resurrection scroll. Some area here you can go to, but it's again the lava area. There has to be a way to get rid of that. In the first game there was a way, it was the tornado. Everything else sort of failed, but tornado worked. I wonder if it's the same in this game. Because there's at least a couple of areas where that would be useful. The reward would be something like a treasure chest, so it's not like it's a game changer or anything. Convenient. That's a lot of corpses. Rotten, disembodied, rotten, this... severed heads. Isbale's missive. Another mirror. Doesn't appear to be anyone here, so I guess we'll also just loot and move on. Where the fuck are you going?
The unwholesome murk clears, to reveal more unwholesome murk, as if the mirror is lying forgotten at the bottom of a well.
Haven't seen any whales recently. And if you see the traitor Tarquin, who has abandoned the king, who will be, you will slay him where he stands and mix his blood with wine to toast victory. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better, but not by working with Tarquin.
Rubbish.
It's not goddamn rubbish. It's hard to say where exactly is all this crap. The board is tagged with maps, art diagrams like battle plans, and names, some of which have been slashed through with thick red ink. Your name is at the bottom of the list. A lot of knives. Diamond. Individual gold pieces, rotten severed head. Not sure picking up the gold is worth my time. Summon oily blob. Somewhat useful scroll at least. Letter from Wendigo.
Good find.
Intercepted missive. Need to read those letters. This book is unreadable. Gigantic tormented soul. His spells missive.
Dwarf business. Might be of interest to Beast.
Well, give it here and be quick about it.
Haft of the Swornbreaker. This mottled hand grip is stained and scratched from years of violent service. There is naught but empty space where it once held a blade. So that's one half. We still need the blade. We sort of need the part though. The thing is, I think I've looted pretty much everything that I've come across so far. Alexander has his own things, I suppose. We probably want to teleport to Alexander and loot through whatever means any containers he has near him. I at least need to see what's in them. I don't want to miss out on the other part of that sky. If he has nothing there, then we can always just load. That's fine. But through battle or whatever, we need to check that we're not missing the other piece. I will not miss the other piece, no matter what. If I have to kill anyone to get it, I'll do it. So that's fine. It's too important to miss out on. This book is unreadable. It's a letter, not a book. Random body parts again. Wendigo. My lord, I do detest excuses, but I find myself in a difficult position. At every turn the Godwoken have stood in my way. Each time I think it's finally over, they return anew. As much as you must doubt me, I have begun to doubt even myself. Please do not give up on me, not yet. Your faithful servant, Wendigo. Intercepted missive. Esteemed ones, if worst comes to worst, the houses will soon war with each other. All falls into place like autumn follows summer. The plan proceeds apace, and I can now assure you that the Empire shall crumble from within should our attempts to stop the Red Prophecy fails. Yours, the Prince of Shadows. Empire shall crumble from within should our attempts to stop the Red Prophecy fail. Isbale's missive, right, that goes to the beast. Beast, not the beast. Strength gloves. Thievery. Hit points, critical hit chance. Well, it's not god awful pair of gauntlets. Let's give it that. But it's again gauntlets that provide mainly protection, which we don't care too much about. Isbale's missive. S. There is no reason to doubt the Peacemaker's crew or Lohar's loyalty. The shipment to Arx is in no danger, and I think you will find 3,000 barrels of deathlock to be more than sufficient for our needs. Queen Justinia has yet to question our actions. She has proven an unknowing and successful puppet for our master. Signed, Isbale.
Holy coyote. The Black Ring's operating from right inside Justinia's court. Their spies been bending her ear, driving the strife. She ain't just working for her own gain, but for theirs.
As if he thinks Isbale might be the spy?
It's got to be. All it took were a few magic tricks for her to make Justinia's eyes all wide and wandering. But it'll take more than a little hocus-pocus to save Isbale once I wrap my hands round her stinking neck.
Seems reasonable to me. So we're gonna save the queen then. After starting the rebellion against the queen. Lovely. Well, you gotta be able to change your opinions when you are proven wrong, so...
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Through what miracle they avoided them, I don't know. I'll take it though. Wendigo doesn't seem interesting. She's definitely undead at this point. No, she's not. She's dead, but she's not undead in the sense that what immunities and things like that you get. Fire doesn't work well on her though.
Oh, Godwoken, such a pleasure. Did you miss me? Wait, don't answer that. Of course you did. My lord's given me another chance, such is his grace and wisdom. As for you, well, you're out of chances. How many have you had by now, I wonder? 2, 3, 100? It must all be a blur for you.
Implore her to back down. You don't wish to fight, you wish to talk.
By all means, sheathe your weapons. Sway me with reason. Why not lay out a picnic while you're at it? We'd be best friends in no time.
She peers at you through narrow eyes. Her next words do not pass her lips, yet pierce your ears as if she'd spoken them.
You do way too much talking and not enough dying.
Okay, surely she has some sort of a... some sort of rabbit she can pull out of her ass. Skeleton ass. I mean, otherwise, she's just pathetic. Right, her physical armor is pretty much gone. Not totally quite yet. She can't use her wand staff after this. I can turn her into a chicken if I really want to. I think I'll just settle for doing as much damage as possible. She moves, she dies. Right, epic battle right there. Took one of the 4 guys to kill her in 1 turn. And we got a golden plate out of her, so that really is the best we could have hoped for from that kind of a loser. Whetstone wheel. I wonder if we can use these. Reverse. No, well, we actually just want to test does it work. This could be used to improve weaponry, any type of weaponry. Okay, we have a standard issue 2-handed timber axe. 43 to 50. And this is not actually the thing anymore. Don't do a goddamn thing. Wasn't really expecting it to. Pretty sure I would have tested that recipe a long time ago. Reclaiming the console 7. I have never seen one so frightful and one so great. There's no end to the Sallow man's cleverness. He knew to power the doors with a phase capacitor, and to do so while the pillars were aligned with the appropriate god. He knew that a simple mistake would activate the defenses, and he knew that the final lever must be pulled by a godwoken. It is as if he is one of the God King, so otherworldly are his senses and smarts. I will watch him closely. It could be key to earning the king's favor. Could be. I wonder what the Guardians are. I have no particular interest in trying to pick a fight with them. I'm just wondering, because doing things the smart way is not always the most rewarding way. Could be much better to simply pick a fight. We'll see if we can talk to Wendigo's spirit.
Every time, Godwoken, why can't I just kill you? It doesn't matter. He'll fetch me like he always has. He won't deny me his glory, his presence, his scent.
Insist she speak plainly. She must tell you of her lord's plans.
Has he not simply told you by now? Are you sure you're Godwoken? That head of yours is awfully empty for a wannabe divine. Shouldn't you be wise or something?
Is this an actual door? Seems so. Okay. So I think this is pretty much wrap on this little adventure. Do we need to run away from here? Yes. Yes we do. Fine. Just need to redistribute some weight. How much weight? 9 pounds. Who has 9 pounds? You don't have shit. You don't have shit. At least he's the only one who can carry this. And then, in and of itself, is a bit of a problem. I guess we can dump some body parts on him. Somewhere in Arcs we're gonna eat all of those. Let's see what you get from it. Won't matter much at that point, but it'll give me an idea. Should I aim to maybe make an L in the solo playthrough? I don't see why. How could it provide something so useful to specifically choose it because of that though? I just don't see it. I think it's like Pet Pal. I mean, there's some nice things you can get from that, but really, if you have it, it's fine. If you don't, it's fine. So it's not that big of a thing. No, I think it's like the spirit vision, sort of. Not nearly as useful, absolutely, but because we can do it usually in very specific spots. Like the Sallow man has a body part that drops. So naturally, whatever you're going to get from that body part has to be something related to the Sallow man. Maybe it's a little bit of a clue, that sort of crap. Right. We definitely have to do management, but I'm not sure I want to do it now. What I want to do is make sure Bishop Alexander's location does not have the other part of the sky. The only other thing we can do is pretty much just go into the Lunar Shrine. It's not the Well of Souls, but I think it sort of is the Well of Souls, because we have to have the conversation between the party about things at that point. Right. We're gonna save here, and fight or no fight, we have to find the answer. We're not interested in actually playing through any battles, we just want to find the answer. Don't start running anywhere else. There's not much here though, like 3-4 containers. And I've actually gone through all these, right? So I don't think it's here. Unless he's keeping a side blade in his back pocket or something along those lines, but I find that highly improbable. Yeah, I think I'll just load. Call the ship, maybe sell everything we can. Yeah, that'll leave us in a good place. We can just go into the next place automatically. We do have to leave this place by ship, I'm pretty sure about that, so no matter what we do here, it's not gonna automatically end anything. It'll end when we go back to ship and choose option, let's go to Arcs.
Something on your mind, darling?
Nothing worth mentioning, darling. Home of the hand. Gloves. Intelligence. Telekinesis, initiative, hit points, critical chance, earth resistance. No, 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 no. They're all the wrong things. I suppose it's a good pair of gloves. Ooh, strength boots. That's something I don't have. It's initiative and dodging and hit points resistance. This is a defensive boot. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever by any means, but I don't want to specifically buy these sort of items. Tracker. One-handed mace. Cripple, atrophy, slowed. Strength. It's a fine weapon, I guess. Right, doesn't really matter who we dump this shit on, someone has to just take it. Look at this, a bow. More bows. Non-magical equipment pieces of different kind. Big Bertha. Yeah, I don't care. Charming arrows. Yep. 5,000 even though you are the one who's selling this crap. Soul Forge crossbow. It's a ranged weapon though. I'm never gonna use it. We have other Soul Forge weapons. Closed circuit. Actually, I'm not sure if I have a closed circuit. I do not. I have Thunderstorm either, though. Closed circuit does much more damage than Thunderstorm. I suppose this is for each bolt, though. Enemies around you. Creates curse static clouds on the edge of the spell. We should buy these spells.
No one ever regretted having extra help.
Out of curiosity, do we have some of these? We have a ton of spellbooks. Air. Yeah, we have some of these. We just never bothered to actually learn them for whatever reasons. Not closed circuit though. I'll buy it. Might want to use it at some point. Jesus Christ, it takes forever to even switch persons at this point. I don't see myself ever using this. Doesn't mean we won't ever use it though. Now I understand what's going on. I've been losing equipment again. It's because they have requirements. It's stats requirements, and I've been affected by a lot of status effects, so my borderline strength or constitution has probably dropped below the level it is needed to actually use these equipment pieces. So what I need to do now is take a look at our equipment. Yeah, you don't have a shield. Okay, that's the worst of it. Shield has been dropped. Most important thing is that this time I realized what's going on. It's the huge amount of disease that we got that caused it. Like the vast majority of our armor comes from this one shield. A lot of hit points too, a lot of resistances, a lot of initiative. We're probably sticking with the Cowl of True Sight for now. I don't really see why I shouldn't. What else? Need to find out who could use this helmet. Strength Warfare, it is a fantastic helmet for a killer. Right, Strength Warfare, more warfare and nothing else. I think I was planning to give this helm to this guy already, just load it maybe afterwards. Or didn't do it for some other mystical reason. Right, so the Great Helm can be sold. It doesn't really have anything I want though, so maybe we could try selling things to someone else.
Hello, sir. Good to see you again. Of course. Told you I would, didn't I?
Pixie dust. Unless you have something better. Can you get augmenters? I still don't understand what you're supposed to do with some of these essences. I mean, I really don't understand what you're supposed to do with them. Because you can't do the good scrolls. You just can't. Plywood lock, probably for bows, I guess. I think I'll take the big pixie dust.
Sure thing. This again.
Ah, we can trade with Jahan. Jahan surely has something.
I'm no Godwoken. I have no place on the Nameless Isle. Your mind, the demon that's in there. As long as it possesses you, Divinity will be his, not yours. You mustn't give it the chance, Losa.
Okay. Two-handed axe, level 17. Acid, crippled. I think we're gonna use the weapon we have. We have to upgrade it at some point, but if we're gonna upgrade it with something amazingly good, not some random piece of crap. Wits. These are all for a wrong type of character. Anywho, we had at least one helmet we could sell. Good one. Of course we could get rid of some of the other rest, but at the same time we don't need to. How much money do you have? 24,000. Well, that wasn't much, but it'll give me a little bit of extra carry weight. $54,000. Void touch live wood fragments. What the fuck are you supposed to do with all this? I suppose experiment. I really should just throw a lot of this crap away without thinking twice about it. Pickaxe, why have my slab of pickaxe? There is nothing to pickaxe in this goddamn game. This could be a decent wand. Actually, yeah, this could really be a decent wand. Can't transfer it now. Well, we're not gonna use the arrows, so we might as well sell those away. The armor is decent. Why I'm sort of hesitant in selling this shit. There's usually nothing particularly bad about these, they're just a little bit wrong for the purpose we want to use these items on. Yeah, I could get a little bit of extra something out of it, but it would not really increase our ability to do the things we want to do. We have a lot of books we're not gonna use. Empty cups, get away. 136 empty potion bottles. Cooking pots. 2 toys. Yeah, we could probably get a lot of extra carry weight by simply dumping this XX crap I'm never gonna use. At the same time, there's still the possibility I mean 17 logs, really? Really? Let's say 2 is enough, the 15 extra logs can go somewhere else. We have a half a dozen pair of dirty panties. Bowls, petrols. Dolls, dog-tooth bones, space capacitors, space and artifacts. Hen tongs. Why? Why, for in the love of God, have I 10 tongs? Well, that should help. Auto sort, please. Want to see the carry weight situation, what we have. 6 pounds empty, 8 pounds empty, 80 pounds, 51 pounds. It's respectable, and we still have a huge amount of crap with us. Anyway, it's an acceptable situation. I need to see what the new wand we picked up is actually like. I'm pretty sure there's a wand somewhere. It's pink in coloring. I recall it fairly well. I'm not sure whose inventory it is currently in. Right, it does more damage, but we would lose intelligence and constitution. We would be able to get status effects, which we don't care about, so yeah, this is why we're not switching anything. still. Whatever is here is the only thing we really have left. The Well of Souls is somewhere there, but it also should have a test of some sort. The question is, do we want to report to Alexander now? We did do the quest for him, so we would be getting a reward for it too. And I don't really object to Alexander coming with us to the Lunar Shrine. At the same time, I don't also give a shit about him, so I prefer to proceed. We killed Sallow Man for our own reasons, not because we wanted to do anything favors for Alexander.